Hello everyone and welcome back to the Chronicle, where I talk about my daily life, weekly goals, and the overarching plot of my life. Um, Today, after work, what did I do? I came back here, and then I had a sandwich. Actually, I stopped by Aldi, because I wanted to get Colby Jack cheese, because I think it would pair better with the chicken that I got for my lunch, like, sandwiches, like, like deli slice, like, lunch meat sandwiches. I got chicken. And I was like, this Gouda's, I love Gouda, okay, don't get me wrong. Um, but I had the chicken sandwich, again, it's like sliced deli meat, chicken, with the Gouda, and I was like, the flavors, they're just not pairing great, I love Gouda, but the flavor wasn't quite doing it for me with the Gouda. And I was like, you know what would pair good with this chicken sandwich? Colby Jack cheese. So on the way home, I went to Aldi to get literally just one package of sliced Colby Jack cheese. Fortunately, the woman in front of me, who had a full cart, let me go in front of her, so that was very nice of her. And I played lickety. I paid lickety split. I just scanned it and then like boop 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 card, tap to pay, boom, and then I'm out of there. Then I made my sandwich and it was quite good. Definitely worth the trip. Um, After that, I played more Slay the Spire 2 with Bicycle. We continued our multiplayer run from a couple days ago. That was a lot of fun. I unlocked a new character. We technically won. The game is in early access, still in development. So there's not really an end to it at the moment. But we kind of got to like what you could consider an end or like a good run, like the end of a run, I should say. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. After that, I showered, then I practiced piano, and then what did I do after that? Oh yeah, I recorded an episode of Raven's Watch, the shortest episode of that series, because I died doing a side quest again, like I did in I think the second episode. Um, so that kind of sucked. After that, I was gonna practice electric guitar, and then I didn't. Um, and then I had a can of soup because I was kind of hungry, but I didn't want to make like a whole meal. And then I did my dailies. The only one I've got today left is the smelling, which I'm gonna put this on my bed because I just genuinely forget. I'm like, oh, I did all my dailies, hooray! I did the handwriting, I did the apple, I did the honey, haven't smelled yet. Um, so we're gonna smell that, and then we're gonna be good. Um, I also changed my sheets, so that's pretty cool. That's why my bed's kind of a mess behind me. And also, speaking of the overarching plot of my life, no idea where that's going at the moment. We're gonna do this. We're gonna call this. Maybe we'll call this Try Harder Week, and then after Try Harder Week, we'll have Give Up Week Part Two. Maybe I think, and then we'll go from there. I think. Um, yeah, I think currently I am genuinely considering the pursuing a fine arts degree from JCCC. I can get that whole degree in 1 year, and I'll have enough credits to also graduate with like two other degrees. So I would have general studies, general sciences, liberal arts, and fine arts. Maybe I'll find a job that I could like or enjoy in the fine arts. In the fine arts, you never know. You never know. And like I said, it's something to do that makes me happy and makes me want to keep living, which I think is ultimately the goal. Um, Anyway, I think that's everything for today. Yeah, I'm right on time for the recording. So it's 11:34, so I'm a little behind. I slept pretty good, and I will see you all tomorrow, Tuesday. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday. I think, yeah, it's Tuesday. Today after work, I got home and then I went to Price Chopper to get groceries with ink. I thought this would be a quick endeavor. Turns out it wasn't. Um, as you guys know, I'm usually very hungry by the time I get home from work. But I was like, oh, groceries, in and out, quick. No, there's a lot of groceries to get. So I was super tired and super hungry after the whole grocery trip. I did help make the dinner that we got groceries for. It was sliders. They were actually very, very good. Um, and then my mom came to visit. I had to give her some chai tea. That was good. And then also, she's gonna cash. I got the check for my insurance for my car from when I got in that accident back then. Um, so I got that money finally. That's nice. I don't know if I'm gonna actually try and repair the car because it's mostly cosmetic damage. I think I actually did look at the underside, and I'm like, that metal looks kind of bent. That's probably fine, right? I don't know. There's also this plastic piece that looks bent, more bent than usual, and I think it was hitting the speed bumps whenever I was going over them. But I'm like, that's probably fine, right? Yeah, probably fine. Like, I feel like, was it? Because the wreck was back in, like, February. Like, early February, I think. And now we're in late March, so it's like, if it were gonna go kaput, I think it would have done that by now. Anyway, so we had sliders, that was good. Talked to my mom, that was good. And then Ink made limoncello, the drink. Apparently there's other versions of it that's like cake or something. Actually, wait, before that, I did record one quick episode of Absalom that was very fun. I wish I could play more. I know I could, but yeah, I just did one episode, one run. It was like 20 minutes. A lot of fun. And then Ink made limoncello, which is a drink that has alcohol, and that was very strong. I think there was like half a cup of vodka in it, or maybe, yeah, I think so. I can't remember what she made the syrup with, but I know that you had to like cook it or something. Like there was some kind of preparation involving the stovetop that she did. So yeah, so we had that, and then she wanted more American spirits, so I got some American spirits with menthol in them. I had one of those out on the porch with limoncello, and as you guys know, I have the weakest little baby tolerance to drugs and alcohol. So I took one hit of the cigarette, and my brain was like, "Whoa, that's enough. Calm down, buddy." And I was like, "Okay." So I think honestly, throughout the whole cigarette, I think I took like 3 drags or like 3 puffs of it, and then that was enough for me. And then I kind of sipped on my drink, and then I practiced piano, and now I'm here. Um, okay. And now there's currently one other thing going on right now. It's kind of funny, but at the same time, it's not. I don't know, because I don't want to expose anyone. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. So I think I'll leave it out. I'll leave it out. Um, yeah, but I guess I'll be up until 12:05 now. Whatever. Um, that definitely won't bite me in the butt in the morning, right? Yeah, it's probably worth it. Anyway, Try Harder Week is going. It's going. I wanted to do my dailies. I did all of them except the handwriting, which I guess I could do because I've got to be up for like 13, 18 more minutes anyway. Yeah, I guess I can do that now. Because was it Try Harder Week? I don't think I actually outlined what exactly it was or is. Um, and that's because I'm not exactly sure, if I'm being honest. Um, I wanted to, I think, do my dailies. So I want to put a check on the dailies. I think I want to record a gaming episode every day. Um, I want to do those two. Ooh, I wanted to get 4 instrument practices on both, but that's definitely cooked now because I'm too tired to practice electric guitar. But that's fine, that's normal, so I'll leave that out. But yeah, I wanted to do my dailies. I wanted to um, record a gaming episode every day, and I also wanted to do make a couple quote unquote hard phone calls. Um, one of them being the doctor. I'm gonna go in again for my quote unquote stomach problem. I'm gonna say, hey, it still doesn't feel quite right. Also, my mom recently got diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder, so I'm gonna say, hey, maybe you could test for that, see if I have that as well, just cause so they could test for a few more things, see where we're at with that. And then if it is, I don't know. Like I said, I'm hoping it's physical because that can be treated much easier than if it were mental. But if they're like, no, we did these tests and it's probably mental, then it's like, well, then we'll go from there. We'll make progress on it. We'll figure it out. So I do have a doctor's appointment Thursday, which I'm going to. And then the other phone call I wanted to make was for my car. Maybe, like I said, I'm thinking about taking it in, saying, hey, maybe inspect it, see if there's any serious damage. But at the same time, it should have exploded by now if it was going to do that, I think. Um, Also, check out my little eyes here on the back of my wall. Um, the app that controls that little LED panel got a firmware update, and now I have a timer. Wait, which isn't working? Question mark. It has a timer, so it should now turn on when I wake up and turn off when I go to sleep, which is 11:30. Meaning, it should be off now because it's after 11:30. Um, which makes me think that didn't work, or maybe it just takes a little bit to calibrate or something. Um, But also there was this weird symbol. It looked like a symbol from like an Asian language next to the time. So maybe it's like it's gonna turn off at 11:30 in Japan. Um, that would be funny. Um, yeah, I guess maybe I'll look further into that. But also I don't know if you guys noticed those are new eyes. It's a new pair of eyes that I got up here. That came with the update. So that's cool. So hopefully that thing will be on in like every one of these. I think that'll be pretty cool, pretty sweet. Um, anyway, I think that's about everything for today. Uh, yeah. So I will see you all Wednesday. Doo-doo. Wait, no, yeah, because today's Tuesday. Yeah, see you Wednesday. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday. I didn't put any product in my hair today after I washed it because I was like, I always feel like it looks worse after I wash it because I get that stupid slick back nerd look. So I was like, what happens if I put no product in it? And I feel like it's giving that majestic mane that I like so much. And I was like, oh no, I have to put product in it because then it won't stay in place. It doesn't stay in place anyway. It cannot be contained, especially not with the product I have. One thing I did remember or slash realize is that the hairspray I use is volumizing. And I was like, if I'm trying to keep my hair back using volumizing hairspray, that would work, but it's still gonna go out. And I was like, well, so I probably need to use something else. I thought about using hair gel, but I was like, maybe I'll just try nothing. So this is what it looks like with no product. I didn't like place the part either. Um, I've just been combing it straight back. I've just been doing this, and that's kind of where it ended up. I think that's slightly left. Yeah, so that's left to my face. It's on you. This is your right, but this is my left. I think that's where my natural part is, kind of. One thing I have noticed is, yeah, because like look at this area right here. Okay, so this kind of right here, this causes a problem whenever I try to put it in the middle of my head, because what happens is like you guys know the whole you know the drill at this point, where this part of my hair, this will go up and then back, but this part will just go straight back, and you can kind of see that right here. So if I do try to put the part in the middle, it ends up looking a little bit weird. But I mean, it looks good right now. Right? Like I see this and I'm like, ooh, this is pretty. I like this. I don't want to cut this off, right? But at the same time, it's like, ugh, it's kind of annoying. It takes like forever to wash and stuff. Um, but yeah, it is very nice. It feels good too. It's all nice and floofy. Feels great. Also, I've got my little eyes going. I noticed it did turn on when it was supposed to. It was turned off when I got back from work. So I wonder if it has a automatically turn off thing. And also it should have turned off by now. So I wonder if it is the time zones are somehow messed up in the app. I might have to change to fix that. Um, but yeah. Anyway, I was totally off track. Today after work, I made dogs and mac. With remember like way back when I was like I got this mac and cheese. It's got like mushroom flavor or whatever, and I think it'll be good. It was okay. Yeah, I ate some of it. And I put the rest in the fridge. Um, I ended up having some sushi that I got from the grocery store the other day. That was quite good. And I had a muffin. Oh, I still have some water here. Okay. I played like one mission of Helldivers, and then I recorded another episode of RoboQuest. Very fun. The games I'm playing, they're only getting more fun, which is good. Because I wasn't sold on some of them in the first episode. I was like, I don't know. But the more I play, the more I'm like, this is awesome. Um, yeah, so I really like all the games that I've got loaded up right now. Um, yeah. Was I also practiced, or no, I didn't practice actually. I meant to, forgot to. I haven't been using my day planner the last couple days, which I think might be bad. I don't know. I made it today, or for tomorrow, because I usually do it the night before. So I've got good stuff loaded up. That'll hopefully do. Because I was like, oh, I know what I need to do. I just need to do a couple things, and then I'll be fine, and then the day will be done. But it's not that simple. I gotta make sure I smell my stuff, so I'm gonna put it back there. I have done my dailies except for the smell, which I put back there. Um, I think that's everything. We're right at 4 minutes. Yeah, I think we're good. Try harder week is going. It's going. Not perfectly, but better than bad, which is good. Anyway, I will see you all tomorrow, Thursday. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Thursday. Whoosh. Okay, today was quite good. I think after work, I went to the doctor again. And he was like, I told him the situation, and he was like, okay, we're gonna do some thyroid tests. We're gonna do a thyroid panel, I think is what he said. So they took my blood. I guess they're gonna do a thyroid panel. And he also kind of, caught on to the whole thing where it's like it could be mental health. He mentioned depression, anxiety. That's cool and all. So I made an appointment with behavioral health. That is for next Thursday at 8:15 in the morning. So that's cool, I guess. Um, yeah, he was talking about how depression and anxiety can affect appetite, and all sorts of stuff. And he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna check out the thyroid." And I was like, "Yeah, my mom got diagnosed with a thing that's related to that." And he was like, "Cool." Um, so that was good. After that, I went straight to lessons. Lessons were good. I'm back now. After that, I made a sandwich. I had some food, ate the food. Got on Minecraft. I was gonna play from like 8 to 9. Played from like 8 to 10, because my coworker was like, "What if we take a shot?" And I was like, "Sure." So we took a shot. And we played Minecraft. A lot of fun. I'm level 30 in Minecraft currently, which is not super impressive, but it was super annoying to try and get there. So now I can get some good enchantments. And I was gonna work on my house, but I never got around to it. Also, my horse died, which really sucked because I was a really good, really fast horse. I'm kind of bummed about that. Now I gotta get a new horse. After that, I recorded an episode of Revita, which is on the channel now. I got to the final boss, and then I died, which kind of sucked, but it was a little bit expected because I had a shotgun. Not great for that final boss. Good for like all the other rooms though, and every other boss before that, literally. Um, Even the boss's first phase, it was quite good for because they're just really big, so it's easy to hit with a shotgun. Um, and now I'm here. I just recorded that and uploaded it, and now I'm here. And I'm so tired, guys. I wonder, like, I want to know, okay, what is the definition of sleep deprivation or being sleep deprived? Right? Like, what are the symptoms? I guess I could just Google it real quick, and I'll probably do that after I turn the camera off. Because I don't want to use that word without knowing what it means. Because I don't know what it means to be sleep deprived, but I definitely know that I'm really tired. I was really tired today because I didn't sleep. I stayed up a little too late last night. Don't worry. I did. I slept, just not as much as I would have liked to. I slept plenty, like at least 7 hours. I think probably like right at 7 hours. Also, my hair still looks good despite having no product in it. I like it. It's nice and flowy and soft and beautiful. I'm still probably gonna cut it though. Yeah. So, man, where was my train of thought going? I was talking about sleep. Oh yeah. So like, I don't want to go around claiming that I'm sleep deprived all the time if I don't actually know what it means. So I'll figure out what that means. I'm also very tired. I'm like, it's like to the point where it's like I'm thinking about taking an early day tomorrow. It's Friday. We're probably gonna finish up early. What if I just went home and had fun? Also, I wanted to practice piano tonight, but now bedtime is in 5 minutes. And also, I wanted to make tuna salad for lunch this week, and I just didn't. I was gonna make it last night, and then I forgot. But also, my veggies were frozen because I put them in the back of the fridge and then they froze, and I'm like, oh no. I think I can still whip up some tuna salad pretty quick because I don't want to pay for lunch again tomorrow. I'm definitely not getting my dailies in. I'm definitely not practicing. It's way too late. I'm way too tired. I'm not gonna stay up another hour and then be dead tired in the morning. Um, I think that's everything for today. And I'll see you all tomorrow, Friday. Oh my gosh, tomorrow's Friday. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Friday. So, I'm tired. Today, after work, I. Man, what did I do today? After work, I came home, and then I ate food. I had the rest of my dogs and mac, of that one, that one mac and cheese that had the mushroom flavor, and I was like, oh, I don't think it's gonna be good. And then it kind of wasn't, and then it was fine today, and I was like, I don't know why it tastes better now. Anyway, after that, I played a little bit of Helldivers, and then I logged on to Minecraft to play with my coworkers. That was all well and good. And then Ink texts me, and she's like, hey, I need you to buy me this alcohol now. And I'm like, okay, sure, I guess. I go to buy the alcohol. She says, go to this place. Go to this place. Is there one near our house? If so, go to it. I'm like, okay, I go there. They don't have it. Well, shoot. I'm like, well, I've always wanted to try Angry Orchard. I pick up a six pack. I come home, play a little more Minecraft, drink one of the Angry Orchards, and then I'm like, it's okay. It's not good. I was kind of hyped, and then I was a little let down. I was like, oh, it's not great. Um, anyway, now I have five more. Also, oh my god. Remember how my carrots for the tuna salad froze? I also had a salad kit in the fridge, which also froze. And I tried eating it, but it tastes kind of bad. I still have it here on my desk. I was planning on eating it once it thawed some, because that lettuce was oh so crunchy, being quite literally frozen. Um, but now it's like midnight, and, you know, I'm tired. And I know this week was try harder week, but oh my gosh. What it really is it's more like be more responsible week because like it's not that I need to try harder. It's just that I need to be more responsible. Like I think way back on I think Monday, I didn't play Slay the Spire 2 with Bicycle as long as I could have. And that was being responsible. I was not quite as responsible today and yesterday, and I guess I technically haven't failed Try Harder Week yet, but I don't know. I definitely haven't completed as much as I would have wanted to. I didn't record a gaming episode today, but that's fine because I can do it tomorrow because it's the weekend. I didn't do my dailies. I practiced piano mostly, and then Ink and her boyfriend came home, and I was like, oh man, I don't want to practice anymore because they're here and they can hear it. And I don't like practicing around other people that much. Um, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm so tired, man. I'm probably gonna sleep for like 10 hours over the weekend again. Um, on both days, which, I mean, I guess I don't technically have to, but I feel like I need it. Like, I feel like I wouldn't do it if my body didn't need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I assume my body's sleeping 10 hours Saturday and Sunday because I'm losing sleep on all the other days. So I'll kind of let that happen, I think. And then, I don't know. Yeah. Is Try Harder Week cooked? Maybe? Maybe? Um, ay, ay. I was thinking earlier, I was like, I don't know if I want to do a give up week. But I was like, ah, man, it would be so fun. I'm literally yawning, bro. Oh yeah, it's like 12:12 now. Anyway, I will see you all tomorrow, Saturday. Hello everyone, and welcome to Saturday. Why does my hair look so weird? Um, Today I slept for like 10 hours again, or something like that. Maybe 11, maybe 9, maybe 8. I don't know. Despite being so tired yesterday, I for some reason couldn't fall asleep for like 2 hours. So I think I fell asleep at probably like 1, and then I slept until about 11. So yeah, that's 10 hours. I also had a very long dream, but I don't really remember it. I remember a few details. At one point, I remember being on a bike in a hot, dusty summer, traveling alongside a railroad track. And then at one point, I was at my cousin's house, and my cousins were like 11 and 12. and they were black, which is relevant because I don't have any black cousins. So that's kind of cool, I guess. And also, my coworker was there, and I think he might have also been my cousin. And also, my cousins in that house that I was visiting them at lived with my grandpa, and he was their dad. I have no idea. Um, it was really weird. Um, yeah, that's about all I can remember. I remember like packing up. I remember traveling a lot. The dream had a lot of me traveling in it. I was in my car. I was packing up, and it was like I had a lot of stuff on me, like as if I were living in my car. Not quite that much stuff, and I definitely wasn't doing that in the dream. But that was almost like the level of stuff I had in my car was as if I were living in it. But I wasn't in the car because I had dream context. Anyway, yeah, so that was cool. Um, After waking up, I think I probably just sat around for a few minutes, and then I made a breakfast sandwich. My breakfast sandwich recipe is two fried eggs, two slices of cheese, mayonnaise on both pieces of bread, and then lunch meat, four slices of lunch meat. Today I had chicken. Uh, it was quite good. I fried the eggs with bacon grease, and they were so good, man. Like that might be the best breakfast sandwich I have made, I think ever, if I'm being honest. Yeah, like I cooked the eggs for a little bit longer, and I don't know why, but the shape of the eggs was really nice this time. Sometimes they get this weird kind of oval shape, or sometimes like all the white of the egg kind of goes to like one side, so then it looks like a weird like a square or something. And then sometimes they get kind of puffy in the middle, so and then it's like because of the yolk, so then it's like when you try and put it on the sandwich, um, it kind of makes it like really big in the middle. But I don't know why they were a nice shape. They were fairly flat. I cooked them probably, I think, a little bit less than I wanted to because I wanted, I think, maybe like a slightly, maybe like barely runny yolk. The yolk was, I would say, moderately runny. So I could have cooked them for a little longer. But you know how like the crispy parts of the eggs usually taste like bad and like burnt garbage? They tasted like bacon because of the bacon grease that I cooked them in. And also they were, crunchy, so it was almost as if had like they were just had like a ring of bacon around them. It was almost as if I was eating bacon. Go figure. Um, Also, I just realized I have a Bluetooth speaker in my pocket because I had that on me earlier. Um, yeah, so that was a very good breakfast sandwich. And then I made my elixir, which is my homemade energy drink. I put creatine in it as well because I was like, might as well. I drank that, and then I played some Helldivers, and then I recorded an episode of Dredge. That was all fun. And then I went to the gym. I did my usual calisthenic workouts. I did 8 minutes, I think, of break. Or no, I think I did 7 minutes of break of rest time the first time, and then I did eight after that. Um, and I finished up. I think I got there kind of late, maybe, or maybe my workout just took longer than I thought it would. Um, and I ended up getting out like right at the closing time. And after that, I went to the dispensary because, long story short, I gave my friend all of my edibles, and then she and her boyfriend ate them all in one night. I will not give any further context to the story, but that was my weed stash, which I need to replenish, not so that I can take it, but just so that I can have it. I remember I walked in there. I went to a different one that I usually go to. I say as if I usually go to them. I've only been to one once ever, other than the one that today. Um, Also, the picture showed them having a big parking lot. Turns out they don't have a big parking lot. The one in the picture was like a lie or something, or it was like it actually belonged to like a nearby apartment complex. So I parked on the side of the street, and I was just sitting in my car for a while. I see a couple people like outside. It looked like it was like a gated parking lot, and I saw a sign that said whatever company apartment complex name parking. And so what I happened was I pulled up to the side parking. It said 15 minutes. I said okay, cool. I watched my rear view. Some guy pulls up to the gate of that gated parking lot, and then he puts it in reverse, and then some guy, they looked like there was two people outside. I don't know, not necessarily security, but maybe like parking enforcement, like a meter, like a, I don't know, meter maid, like a real person meter maid. And then when the guys opened the gate to the gated lot, um, and then the car went in, and I was like, I don't know, I think that was for the complex, but that just seems so weird to have an actual human opening and closing that gate all day. So I kind of sat there on the side, and then one of the, meter maids walked up to me. She was like, "Hey, are you waiting for someone or something?" I'm like, "No, I just wanted to make sure I could legally park here. I'm going to the dispensary here." She's like, "Yeah, there's a parking lot or a parking garage like right there." And then I literally just like looked to my left, and I was like, "Yeah, there was a parking garage. It says customer parking, free parking." I was like, "Okay, cool." Light flickered. That was weird. So it was like parking, free parking for the dispensary. So I go in there, 15-minute parking, no problem. I'm in and out anyway. Um, I park there. I go in. I get. Did I show you the bag that I got last time? I feel like I did, but I'm not 100% sure. I thought about bringing them up again. Anyway, so I walked in there. I was like, "Hey, what dosage do you guys have on edibles?" She was like, "We go up to 10,000 milligrams," and I was like, "Whoa." I was actually asking because I need a lower dosage. She was like, "Yeah, I think we have like 2.5, even 1 milligram." And I didn't want to seem like a total little baby child. So I was like, okay, I'll go for the 2.5, 2.5. Even though I think I wanted to go with the 1 milligram, because as you guys know, I have the weakest little baby tolerances. The math would be easier if I were cutting one into pieces instead of 2.5. Um, but anyway, I got the 2.5 edibles, 2.5 milligrams, and I also there was one for some reason I've never seen this before. In edibles, they had a nighttime and a daytime version. The biggest difference being the strain of weed, one being indica, the other being sativa. Still not entirely sure what the difference is. I think sativa makes you a little bit more active, and then indica makes you a little bit more relaxed. I've heard there's I don't know if it's necessarily a rule of thumb, but indica means into couch because if you eat it, you will be tired because you'll be into couch. So that's how I remember it. Indica is the one that makes you sleepy or something like that. I have no idea. Anyway, so I got the nighttime and the daytime because they were so affordable. I mean, it was 20 gummies for $8 each 2.5 milligrams. Now I don't know, like what that would be like to a quote unquote normal person, assuming that I have lower tolerance than normal. Because like I've talked about it before, I'll take like 0.625 milligrams. Like I'll cut my 5 milligram into like eighths, and then I'll still feel that more than I want to. Um, so the 2.5 ones are fine for me. So I got two of those, one daytime, one nighttime. And then I came back, or no. I went to Target. Wow, I did a lot of things while I was out, huh? I went to the gym, went to the dispensary, went to Target, mainly for like body wash and deodorant and stuff. The local Walmart does not have my body wash. And I was like, oh, I really thought they would. They have my deodorant, but it's actually locked up because we live in the ghetto. So, they lock up the deodorant apparently. So, if I wanted to buy my deodorant at the Walmart, I'd have to be like, hey, can you unlock this for me? And I was like, I would simply rather go elsewhere. So I did. So I got was like deodorant, body wash, stuff like that. I got some stuff for the cat. I got her a scratcher because she didn't have one. I got her a like a mat for under the litter box because hers was so small I didn't even notice it was there. So I got her a bigger mat because she also kind of flings the litter sometimes. Or I think it might be like every time. So I got her a bigger mat for the litter box. I got her a scratching post. It's like this little arc, so she can scratch it. And also, like half of it is like a more rough thing for scratching on, half of it is a more smoother thing for scratching on, and it's an arc, so she can sit on top of it and go under it. And I actually got a picture of her, the cat Arcane, sitting under it. Let me show you just because I have it on me. Do, do, do. Da, da. There she is. Wow, you can't really see it because it's a screen being shown to a camera. But yeah, you can see her. She's on the scratching post right there. Also, if I'm showing you Arcane, I might as well show you Azula. I really like this picture of her. Hold on, there we go. Yeah, she's like blurry. Let me find. I have so many good ones of her. This is her in a laundry basket in my room, and then we've got her sitting on my back. Pretty cute. What else? Here's her sitting on the counter. She has no manners. Cats do not go on the counter. Here's her sitting at the piano bench. Here's just a close-up shot of her. I like that one. It makes her paws look really tiny. Anyway, so I got some stuff for the cat. I got that. I got that. I also got a toy, I think a wand, technically, was the kind of cat toy. And it's like this little fish with like a really long tail, and of course it's like on a string, which is attached to a stick, so I can like wave it around and she'll chase after it. and also has catnip in it. And she seemed to really like that. She was chasing that around. I mean, I think she'll chase that around for like ever, as far as I'm aware. So that was a lot of fun. I played with her today. And then I think after putting all the groceries away, I made tuna salad. It was tuna, mayo, celery, and lettuce. No, celery and carrots. Except I didn't add as many carrots as celery, and also I think I had a little too much celery because it wasn't mixing super well. Um, and then carrots, I don't think I'll add carrots in the future. Not in the way that I did. I tried like manually cutting them by hand. I should have like shredded them or something. But I didn't have my own shredder thingy majiggy. So I didn't do that. And I specifically made that recipe after my mom sent me a photo. She was like, thinking of you today, I made this tuna salad. And I was like, what's in the tuna salad? And she was like, it's the lettuce and celery. I was like, that looks pretty good. I haven't tried that before. So I made it, and it's quite good. Um, I think I added, yeah, just too much celery because it's like, it was very hard and crunchy because that's what vegetables are like. But I would prefer the texture be a little more consistent than that. So I think I just add less celery next time. And then so I made the tuna salad, ate the tuna salad. It was all well. I ate like half of it because tuna salad is very filling. So I ate half of it, and then I played some more Helldivers, and then I did practice piano. That was before I went to the gym. I practiced piano. Um, and I think that's about the most recent thing I did. I showered as well. Um, oh yeah, I made ramen as well. Earlier in the week when me and Ink got groceries, I bought like eight, I think it was seven or eight packs of ramen, each a different flavor. And one thing, the way I usually make ramen is I boil the water in the water boiler, which boils water in like 2 minutes. And then I pour the boiling water into a bowl with the ramen brick in it, and then I put two. Sometimes I cover it, sometimes I don't with a plate. Usually what I do is I pour it in there, pour the boiling water into the bowl with the ramen brick, two forks, this is important, and then you put them on top of the ramen brick to submerge it, and then you let that sit for, I don't know, however long you feel like. It's a very imprecise process. And then you take the two forks and then you tear up the brick so that it's not a brick. And that was how I always did it. And I was like, this isn't very good. I have one memory of one time my stepmom made me and my younger sister ramen, and she made it in like a pot, like stovetop. And I was like, I didn't know you could do it like that, because I thought it was more of like a strictly a struggle meal thing where you boil the water in the water boiler, and then you've got like lickety split ramen. So I was like, maybe it's better if I cook it in the pot, and I specifically follow the instructions on the packaging. I did that. It didn't taste great, but that's because you're supposed to leave all the water in there and then mix in the flavoring packet. The noodles, the texture was very different. They're super, super soft, almost gummy. Not necessarily in a bad way. It's just they're very soft. Um, and yeah, like I said, not super flavorful though. With my previous method, I would actually drain the water, most of the water, before putting in a flavoring packet. That way you get a stronger flavor. I don't necessarily know. I guess I could do the same thing on stovetop. It might just be a little bit more awkward because the pot is so much bigger than the bowl. But I think that would still work. Anyway, so I've got like 8 different flavors of ramen to try. That'll be fun. I think, yeah, to refine the process to make it better, I think I would just boil the ramen, pour out most of the water, and then mix in the flavoring packet, and then I think it would taste better. Um, yeah. And then I think I'm here now. I did doom scroll for like maybe like a total of an hour today, which is fine, I guess. Um, and I think that's everything. What a long in a good way day. I did not do my dailies because I don't know. Let me be so honest right now. Try harder week. I haven't done it to my standards, so I'm gonna count it as failed this week, and then I think we are gonna do a give up week next week, and then we're gonna do try harder week again, but we're actually gonna complete it because really, I talked about this yesterday. It's more like self control or self discipline week because the reason that I'm not doing these goals is because I'm not, it's because I'm usually just like gaming for too long or something. But like I need to just game less. Say, hey guys, I gotta go now, and then go do my stuff. Um, so yeah, I think we will do a give up week next week, um, and then we'll do try harder week after that, and then I guess we should also try and like find something for me to do with my life. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions for that, by the way. Like I think at one point I was asking people, what would I be good at? Like what kind of job could you see me doing? And I don't I think if I got a good suggestion, I would have remembered it. Um, yeah, but I don't have, I don't remember any, which makes me think that none of them were good. Sorry to anyone who gave me suggestions. I guess they weren't good enough. Um, and I think that's all for today. See you tomorrow for the final report on Sunday. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sunday. Welcome to the last day of the report. Let me get my let me get my journal. Okay, here we go. Is this the right microphone? Probably. Like I said, I check every time, but it's happened one time. I think I caught it beforehand, but it's fine. We're gonna leave this here. Okay. Whew. I'm kind of tired, so sorry. I don't know, or maybe not sorry. I don't know what the right option is there. Today I woke up at about 8 a.m. I can't remember how long I slept for or when I fell asleep, but I want to say it was about 8 hours. So I woke up between 8 and 9, and then I was like, I kind of feel like waking up, but at the same time, I feel like I should sleep more just because that's what I usually do. So I fell asleep for another hour and a half. I think that was the wrong move because I felt like my body felt just incredibly heavy and tired after sleeping for an extra hour and a half. I was like, I guess this is oversleeping? I have no idea. Anyway, I ended up getting out of bed. I did not eat breakfast. I just played video games until noon because my dad texted the family group chat and he was like, brunch today at noon. I was like, okay, cool. So I just played games to pass the time and then had brunch there. That was very good. We had bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits, a classic family favorite, very good, and hash browns. And then I practiced piano while I was there, and then I came back here, and then what did I do? I know I played a lot of video games. You guys can see that on the channel at this point. I actually did. Not only did I do one. Wait, did I do one gaming video Monday through Friday? I think. Hold on. I think I missed Friday and did Dredge on Saturday yesterday, maybe? I can't remember. And then I did all 5 games today. So that was a lot of fun. Didn't think I'd have time for that, or that I could do that, but I did. I didn't get around to Gris. I could have, but I played Helldivers instead. That was fun. I guess I did all that gaming. Finished my tuna salad that I made the other day. That's kind of all that I did today. Didn't do my dailies. Like I said, I kind of preemptively gave up on Try Harder Week, which is like literally the opposite of the point. But we're gonna start Give Up Week next week, and I think that's gonna be good. And also, we've got an appointment with the behavioral health guy at the doctor's, so it's possible that I start antidepressants next week. Cool. Not entirely sure how to feel about that. It's probably a good thing, right? I don't know. It's just I don't want to admit that I have depression. But I think it's I think I probably should, right? I don't know. I was like, why do prescription medication when I could just have a little edible? That's probably the same thing, right? I don't know, maybe. I haven't tried that yet. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, so start was it? It's 10:56. Gotta be in bed by 11:30 to start Give Up Week. That's all well and good. That is kind of all I did today. Got the brunch, played the games, lots of fun, practiced piano. Yeah. I think that's everything today. So let's go for the goals. Didn't complete any this week. The supercut, didn't do it, sorry. Resin goal, still in progress technically. Same with handstand, guitar catch up, didn't do. Try harder goal, failed. Gosh darn it. Whistle goal, didn't do that. Dailies, got 1 out of 7, which is bad. So the one thing, that one goal that I have, that's fitness, art, music, cooking. Fitness has been completed already. Art, I didn't do. That one should have been easier than fitness, surprisingly, but for some reason it wasn't. And then next is music and cooking. I guess we'll get to those later. And that's all the goals that are on there right now. The March goal, I totally forgot about this one. The March goal of do one thing has been completed with only 2 X's on it, which is good. Because that means that out of the whole month of March, there was only 2 days where I felt like I did nothing, which is good because I feel very bad when I feel like I do nothing. So, whoa, I don't know why I'm crumpling it up. I keep those bad boys. Yep. Okay, so now I need an April goal and a spring goal. I don't know what I want those to be. I've thought about taking up something like knitting or crocheting just for fun. I don't know how to do those even in the slightest, or what I would even do with things that I would knit or crochet, but I guess I could make like gloves or a blanket or something. Like I said, I don't know how it works. Tired. Could be fun. Yeah, that's all the goals. Let's get to the journal. Let's see here. Whoopsies. Monday. After work today, I played more Slay the Spire 2 with Bicycle. After that, I showered, practiced piano, did my dailies, recorded more Ravens Watch, and did a little art. And then the quote is, "It's on my no." And that is, oh yeah, that's a reference to, sometimes when I smell the oils, I accidentally get a little bit, the essential oils, I accidentally get a little bit on my nose, and then I can actually just like permanently smell it. And I'm like, oh, that's really annoying. As you can see, the week started off great. That's a great example of what I should be doing. I played games with friends, felt fulfilled, did my dailies. That's good. I did everything I was supposed to on Monday. Tuesday, after work today, I got groceries with ink, and then we made sliders, and they were very good. After that, I got a quick episode of Absalom in, and then had exactly one drink and one smoke with ink before playing piano. Also, Mom visited, and that was nice. And that's Tuesday. Now, so here's where we went wrong Tuesday. We went grocery shopping with ink. I thought this would be a quick in and out kind of thing. Turns out she got groceries for like, I don't know how long. It was a lot of groceries though, so I would assume a while. So my mistake was assuming it would be quick. And then that kind of threw a wrench into my whole plans, and that's where I went wrong for Tuesday and didn't do my dailies and whatever. That's all for Tuesday. Wednesday, after work today, I played Helldivers, showered, recorded RoboQuest, and had some sushi, chatted with Ink, and now I'll do a thing or two before bed. Wednesday, let's see. Helldivers, played Helldivers. I'm trying to remember what I did exactly. After work, played Helldivers, showered, recorded RoboQuest, had sushi, chatted with Ink. I'll do a thing or two before bed. That was at 10:59. I don't know where the mistake was in that day. I might have just been depressed. Assuming I am depressed? I don't know. I don't have a diagnosis yet. Maybe we'll get that on Thursday, because that's when the doctor is. Yeah, so I don't even know. Thursday, after work today, I went to the doctor's, then lessons, and then took a shot with my coworkers over Minecraft, and then finished the day with an episode of Revita. And the quote is, "Listen to Some Kind of Man" by Ricky Montgomery. So that song was recommended to me by my younger sister. It's very good. I do like it. I put it on my Yes, I Am Orbiting playlist, which is the playlist I listen to when I'm journaling. And also, there is some stuff in here that I'm leaving out. I don't know. I feel like mentioning that. But, of course, I can't tell you. But there's stuff in here. Don't worry. Friday, after work today, I did stuff. That was written at 12:33 a.m. And the rest of the entry is no fun. Saturday, I made what could be the best breakfast sandwich I've ever made today. I also went to the gym, dispensary, Target, and Aldi. I played some Helldivers and recorded an episode of Dredge 2. Okay, yeah, so I was right. Saturday I did Dredge. Friday I missed it. And the quote is "that cat." Dude, this cat has been stressing me out lately, seriously. So she's really annoying, and I have yet to find a solution to all of the problems that she causes. One of them is overnight. She's usually not sleeping, which is bad because that means she's doing things, usually getting into things. So the thing is if we sleep with her, or hold on, no. So we have to sleep with both of our doors open, ideally, because if she gets stuck in either of our rooms, me or Ink's, she will meow to try and get out, and that sometimes wakes me up. I don't know if it wakes her up. She said she's a super light sleeper, but she didn't wake up when the cat was yowling at her door all morning. So I'm like, does she hear it, or does she just not care? I don't know. Like, is she too tired to get up and let the cat out? I have no idea. Anyway, so we can't sleep with the cat in our rooms and the door closed, because then the cat will start yowling. And was it Ink always sleeps with her door closed, which seems to be bad for the cat from what I can tell, because obviously you don't want the cat yowling on either side of the door, ideally. And I was like, okay, I'll leave the door open. I'll leave my door open. That way, the cat doesn't yowl at all overnight. Well, that doesn't work because sometimes she'll just yowl outside Ink's door specifically, even if mine is open. And then sometimes she'll just be meowing. She'll just be meowing. I'll be asleep and she'll just be walking around meowing. I guess for attention? I don't know. But I can't sleep with her in my room because I have my guitar case, and she loves clawing my guitar case, which is bad because I need that, and I don't want it to look, scratched up. The thing is I can't leave it in I can't have her in my room with my guitar case, and I can't put the guitar case in the other room because then she'll still claw it. I don't know. I guess I need to put it either cover it in tinfoil, which would be really annoying to have all the time, or close it behind something. But so I can't have my door open because the cat's just gonna be meowing because Ink's door is closed and she's gonna want in and out of there for some reason all the time. We can't lock her out. We can't lock her out of both of our rooms because then the cat will still be yowling trying to get in. And then once she's out there outside of our rooms, then she got into my food the past 2 or 3 nights and today as well. She'll just chew straight through the packaging of food and then try and eat it. And I'm like, that's really annoying. And also it has made me wonder if we're not feeding her enough. I'm pretty sure we're feeding her enough, but I genuinely do not know how much you're supposed to feed a cat of her age or at all. Yeah, so she's scratching up the guitar case, so I can't have her in here. I could put the guitar case somewhere else, but even then I still can't have her in here because she's you see my shelf here? She'll climb on top of my shelf, right? And then she'll knock stuff over. I've got stuff on my windowsill here, and she'll knock that over too, and she'll try and eat the succulent that I have on the windowsill here. So it's no matter what I do, it's just a lose-lose. She's always yowling or she's always getting into food, and I don't know what to do. So I've been dealing with that recently. That's where the quote, "that cat" comes from, because it's I literally just don't know what to do anymore. I try and solve one problem, and then there's another, or that I hadn't thought of. When she got into my food, I was like, oh, that's fine. I'll just put the food in the pantry. Problem solved. Well, I go out there, and then the pantry door is open, and she's gotten into my food. And I'm like, so did she figure out how to open the pantry, or did Ink just leave it open on accident? I have no idea. And then also today's events, I was supposed to see Project Hail Mary in theaters with a friend, and then they canceled on me. And then that combined with the cat getting into my food, I just laid in bed for an hour because I was so upset. Which sounds bad, but it was quite refreshing. Anyway, so I don't know what to do with the cat. They're kind of just annoying all the time. That was Saturday, and then today is Sunday, which you've already heard about. And I think that's everything. Next week we'll do Give Up Week, which is going to be a lot of fun, I think. The first one was great, so surely the second one's got to be just as good, right? I think, because the rule on Give Up Week is that I don't have to work towards any of my goals. They get to be put on pause, and the goal is just to have fun. I do still want to practice my instruments. I've gotten 3 on piano, which is actually really good. Not on guitar yet, but that's fine. And then, yeah. I'll hopefully be able to just, clear my head and have fun. Maybe get diagnosed and maybe start medication. I don't know. Yeah. I think that's everything. This is shorter than the usual Sunday episodes, but that's fine. I think yesterday was longer as well. Longer than usual. I think that's about everything I wanted to talk about. One thing, actually. I don't know. Okay. No, I'll mention it. Because I know if I don't mention it at all, then Mom's going to be like, what was that thing that you were going to mention but I didn't mention? And I was like, well, obviously I don't want to mention it. Or I do. I don't know. I do, but I don't. I've thought about making the redacted Chronicles, which is just, it's the Yap sessions, which I've done rarely. I've done 2. I want to make more of those. It's a Yap session, except it's private and nobody sees it, and I just talk to the camera. Because sometimes I want to talk about stuff, but I don't know how, really, or who to talk to about it. So I talk to myself about it, which is kind of like the whole point of this thing. Was I made this to stop myself from going crazy. So yeah, I might make redacted videos that are unlisted, and probably no one will ever watch, but I don't know. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next week. Bye.